Good morning, welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. I'm Mark and today I'm going to take you for a walk around our 2010 model Dodge Journey SXT wagon. Starting at the front of the car, finished in a beautiful warm silver colour. You know, it's chrome running all the way through the front of the car, the grille, through the headlights as well. Driving lights mounted right down in the bottom of our front bumper bar. And then you look at the condition for a 2010, unmarked the Duco. Couple of minor little touch-ups on our front bumper bar, but overall in really good order. As we scan around to the driver's side of the car and we go for a stroll down here, fitted with factory alloy 17-inch wheels. The alloys are unmarked. Tyres are near new, plenty of tread on the tyres, and the overall condition as we look down the driver's side, colour-coded exterior mirrors, unmarked Duco, really good order this car. Looks like it's probably been garaged its whole life. Privacy glass on our rear windows. Notice also fitted with roof racks, factory roof racks as well, which is really good. Consistency with the alloy wheels, the rear wheel unmarked also. Probably a little bit dirty, but that's another issue. And overall it just presents really well, and that continues coming around to the tailgate at the rear of the car. If I want to be particular, a minor little chip there that will get touched up, should have probably been done already, but anyway, you do have the high mount stoplight in the tailgate, chrome badging, once again consistent through the tailgate. It is ethanol fuel compatible as well, so very good option there. Colour-coded reverse sensors fitted as well. Being fairly particular, probably just another minor little touch up there and a couple of little spots that'll just polish straight off. But overall, really good condition, apart from those couple of minor cosmetics we'll attend to. As we come around the passenger side now, in the same condition as the driver's side, really clean Duco. It's super impressive. For a car approaching 5 years old, the way it's been maintained is really good. Alloy wheels on our left-hand side or passenger side of the car. You'd probably expect a couple of marks on them based on the age of the car. No, overall, apart from a little bit of dirt on them, there's not a scratch or a scuff mark on either of the alloys. So, gives you a really good idea. Our example of this particular car is really impressive. One other thing, and I'm being fairly picky now, just a little, probably another little touch-up required just on the edge of the bonnet there. But overall, yeah, nice exterior, well looked after. So back around to the front of the car, we'll have a little bit of a chat about just the driveline and the performance of the car. Powered by a 2.7 litre V6 motor, this car is going to deliver you some fairly impressive performance. 136 kilowatts of power, 256 newton meters of torque, but at the same time will deliver you a combined fuel economy of 10.3 litres per 100 k's. Based on the fact that they're a medium-sized fuel tank, 64 litres capacity, you're going to get in excess of 620 kilometres to a tank of fuel. So it's going to do what you want it to do and deliver you the performance, but it'll do it at an economy that's fairly impressive as well. Back around to the rear of the car now, fairly versatile, the Dodge. The Journey's a 7-seater, so what I've done, we've got ourselves set up, third row seats are set up, headrests in place like that, basically looking into the rear, little storage compartment there with our cargo nets and everything. Just when we're storing luggage in the back, we can utilise those cargo nets. Do also have a small torch here. Just flick it on there, just an LED torch, just in the event you're looking for something in the back at night time and the garage lights are turned off. If we're not utilising the third row seats, simple matter of releasing that back and drop it down, creates a flat storage area. Now also important to note with the Dodge, they've designed it so that when you need to bring those third row seats into position, really simple setup. You notice the strap to bring the seat back into position. They've even gone to the extent of popping a little piece of Velcro there. So the strap's always in position. Even one of your kids could do this. Just simple matter of releasing that off the Velcro, pull the lever, back into position, lock it away. Now I'll drop the seat back down again just to demonstrate something else with the car. I've already taken the second row seat forward there, just to give you an idea of the access you've got into the third row if you need to. So when you release this seat, which I'll show you in a minute, it folds up the base of the seat hard up against the back, so it slides all the way forward. And to give you an idea, when the third row seat's set up, I'm 6'1", but just a simple matter of me climbing into the back, I'm in position here, and I've still got plenty of headroom as well. So fairly good size for you know, a compact sort of SUV in a 7-seat. Notice we do have our air conditioning vents all the way through to the back here. We can adjust them or turn them as required as well. Roof mount DVD player, which we'll go into more detail about a little bit later, and we'll touch on airbag safety as well, even back here where I am in the third row. So you see a fair bit of versatility, and what we'll do, I'll jump back out and we'll move around to the second row seat, put them back into position. So as you can see, fairly easy for me to get back out of the car, roll our second seat back. They are adjustable as far as sliding back and forth, the third row seats, so a fair amount of versatility. Now I'll get my cameraman to come around here. Lynn, if you want to just come around to the second row seats. As I mentioned, because they're adjustable, you look at the amount of leg room there is, okay, so a fairly good size for your taller passengers like myself. Another feature in the Dodge, they do have built-in booster seats. Simple matter of pulling that lever and up into position it goes. Probably not as easy to utilise in Australia because of the restrictions as far as children and baby seat requirements, but you can put the littlies into one of those. Just an option that they built into this car from new. Fairly ingenious little creation, really. Okay, here we are inside the Dodge now, and I really like this car. Its condition, honestly, you wouldn't think this car's approaching 5 years old. Starting on the driver's armrest, we've got all of our power window and mirror switches, manual button to lock and unlock the doors. We move towards the front of the car, steering wheel, height and reach adjustable. Set ourselves up where we're nice and comfy, lock it away into position, really simple operation. Factory cruise control lever just down on the right hand side of our leather wrapped steering wheel. On our front of our steering wheel we've got our buttons just to feed us our information about what the car's doing. Average fuel consumption, distance to empty, obviously our speedo on the other side. Only done 51,000 Ks this car, super impressive Ks, really well illuminated dash. On the back of our steering wheel in the Dodge we have our audio controls. Okay, so on the left hand side I can change stations, and then on the right hand side I've got volume control as well. So we've got everything at our fingertips on the front and the rear of the steering wheel in this car. Moving to the center section now, and we'll start at the top. When we select reverse, we've got a little aftermarket reverse sensor set up there. Okay, so it'll indicate as we're approaching any inanimate object when we're reversing, it'll be warning us, stop. Moving down below that, we've got a storage compartment just there in the front, quite deep, store some goodies in there. Our air conditioning vents below that. Traction control light, just to turn it off if we need to manually. Also got an adjustment for our headlights, so if I flick our headlights on, we can adjust their height that they point at. Okay, another good feature. And below that, climate control air conditioning. As I mentioned, all the way through to the rear of the car. So even your passengers in the third row seats, super comfortable, can control it from in the back as well. We can control it from the front too. We can lock it if we need to. So if we've got the kids in the back and they're playing around with the aircon and we don't want them to, yeah, let's just isolate it so they can't play. We will turn it off actually, the aircon. Now moving down below, premium sound system in the Dodge, 6-stack in-dash CD player, MP3 compatible. Does also have an auxiliary input there as well if we need to. So you've got all of that at your fingertips. Notice the Bluetooth button, but be aware in the Dodges, only some of them were actually compatible based on how it was ordered out of the factory. This particular vehicle does not have Bluetooth, so we can actually sort that for you and install it at the time of purchase, no problem. Simple setup with our automatic. Just drive it as a normal auto, or if we want to, we can drive it in sports mode. Obviously, being a car manufactured overseas, the sports shift is side by side rather than up and down, so we can manually change through the gears, and it appears on our dashboard to tell us what gear we're in if you wanted to drive it in manual mode. Pop it back into park. Our handbrake standard, leather wrapped. We do have, well, they called it an ashtray, but most people use them as coin trays in this day and age. If you don't want to utilise that, get rid of it, and it just becomes a couple of normal cup holders. Little storage compartment just there inside our console as well. Down the bottom here is a set of our cordless headphones for our DVD, which we'll chat about in a minute. How impressive is that little setup? Does have 3 sets of headphones. You might ask yourselves, well, where are the other 2 headphones? And not a lot of people are aware that in the Dodge you have a storage compartment underneath the passenger seat. So we lift the base of the passenger seat up. Hey, there's our other headphones. Just a nice little hidden storage compartment. Really impressive idea. Moving towards the front of the car again, inside our area here, you wonder why it looks like it's just a holder to put a bottle of water, because that is actually a fridge. When we've got our air conditioning running, it cools this compartment as well. So if we've got something we want to keep cool, just pop it in the fridge there, away you go. Obviously mindful that's operating when the air conditioning's running. The other thing, as I touched on earlier, airbag safety. This car does have 6 airbags, front, side and curtain airbags. So you can rest assured in the knowledge all of your occupants in this car are extremely safe. Very important to note. Also, as we mentioned earlier, we do have a roof mount DVD player. So we just fold our screen down, really good clarity in the DVD as well. Throw the kids in the back, pop the headphones on them, away you go on a nice long trip if you're going on holidays, and they're not going to annoy you. Just make sure you do pack lots of CDs or DVDs, so they're just quiet in the back. In the event that they're getting a little bit annoying and you want to keep an eye on them, and say hello to our cameraman now, hello Lynn, you can keep an eye on them with this mirror here, and just, you know, if anyone's misbehaving, little Johnny, just behave, please. So it's packed full of features, this car. It's really impressive, and the quality of it. You know, as I touched on earlier, and I'm going on about it, but just have a look around us. It's in such impressive order. I don't think you'd find a better example. A lot of that comes down to, obviously, the previous owner. And look at our service history. All the stamps in the service books, fantastic. Majority of the servicing's been done by Chrysler themselves. So super impressive service records. Everything about this car just screams impressive. So just in summary, a few important things to take note of. 136 kilowatts of power, 256 Newton meters of torque, 2.7 litre V6. Still delivering you 10.3 litres combined per 100 Ks, 6 airbags, front side curtain, DVD player, 7-seater, impressive kilometres, impressive service history, stack of motor car, good medium-sized SUV, 7-seater, price to sell. Hope it gives you a really good idea of the quality. If you've got any further questions, feel free to give us a call on 9907 0555.